Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. With you. Now that's not how that song goes. Hey, how you doing? Hello, Sarah with an H. Hello, Mary. Hey, Mobius. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Mom. Hey, Kathy. Yes. Hey, Neurogeezer. Yes, starting with Elvis tonight. So the creatore, the creator of that song, is actually words and music by three people, one of whose name was Luigi Creatore, or Louis the Creator. What an amazing name for a songwriter, or for anyone who's in the creative business. Luigi Creatore, Hugo Peretti, that's the other guy, and then George David Weiss. Those are the three people who wrote the words and music to that beautiful tune made famous by Elvis, 1961. Plaisir d'amour. Oh, the pleasure of love, says Neurogeezer. Neurogeezer, you always have some great music history or musicology knowledge. Plaisir d'amour, the pleasure of love, is the same tune with fiddly bits. That's amazing. I wonder if that came first. Is it like that other Elvis tune I did on the show where it's it's now or never is the same as O Sole Mio. It's the same tune, but reworked. I wonder. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Hey, what's up, Dad? Welcome. So yeah, I can't help falling in love with you. I mean, take a little responsibility, dude. No, I think it's the sentiment is just being swept away, being swept away. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Okay, that's a little bit of, there's a little bit of religious scruples or some sort of moralizing there. Is there some adultery happening in the song? Is the singer of this song opposed to premarital copulation? I don't know what's going on. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, well, maybe they're in a hotel room and only one of the people's names is on the register. So it's sinful from the point of view of hotel management and all of the teachings of hotel school to let two people stay in a room where only one person is registered. It could be a very simple thing to clean up. So, Plaisir d'amore is older than the Elvis song. Interesting. Oh, Kathy. Kathy, you nailed it. Kathy says the sin could be that, quote, she's probably underage. Yeah. Okay. That could be the situation, knowing who's singing this tune. Although, again, he didn't write this tune, Elvis. So we don't have any. I don't know whether George David Weiss, Hugo Peretti, or Luigi Creatore were also wed to teen brides. I have no idea. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. Now we get a little bit of natural landscape metaphors, wilderness metaphors. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand. That's very chaste. Take my hand. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Take my whole life too. That's probably the most surprising. That's the most surprising poetic leap in the lyrics here. Take my hand. Take my whole life too. Take my wife, please. Henny Youngman. Take my hand. Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. I don't know why I feel like just murdering that last note, just swinging for the cheap seats. Falling in love with All right. All right, that's a little bit of Elvis. Thank you, Mary. I'm glad you enjoy when I sing Elvis. I love singing Elvis. I don't know. I grew up listening to it, as I've said. I grew up listening to the 8-track. My parents had the greatest hits, the 8-track, and I just listened to all 8 tracks, I guess. Was an 8-track just 8 songs? I guess so. Thank you, Sarah, with an H. I'm glad my voice is soothing. Why don't you should tell that to my girlfriend. Try to explain that to her. She doesn't find it that soothing. She finds it kind of, no. It's because I have a tendency to give people advice. By the way, thank you. I'm glad you like the shirt. I got this like party shirt a few summers ago, a gift from my lady. And it's beautiful. I wore it to a comedy show 2 summers ago. But then I realize now it totally clashes with Kirsten's paintings. Like it's a mess with these paintings. But anyway, it's too late for a costume change. So I had the idea of singing with that. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at the clash. By the way, some people have asked on the show who did these, or where might one see more work by Kirsten. So I'm gonna so her name is Kirsten. It's Kerstin. Kirsten, Kerstin, and Rolfs, Roolfs. And you can Google and see all of her art. Rolfs. Kirsten Rolfs art. Check it out. Oh, so what I was thinking when I really wanted to, that's funny. It's clashy. He's a clashy guy. Did you say classy? No, no, no. I said clashy. Dawn says it's the pattern, not the colors. No, the colors also. I think the colors also like the blues. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is. So what I was thinking about when I was looking at that song today, I really wanted to sing it, but then I was thinking this book of this Daily Ukulele, this book that has become my Bible, the Daily Ukulele by the Beloffs. I've gone through most of the songs in here, and so then I was thinking, what are the other wooing songs? Songs woo. I was thinking of woo because the puppy actually, the big puppy actually barks. It's not even a bark. She just goes woo 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 woo. She says woo woo woo. There's no F. It's woo 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 woo. But wooing, these songs about wooing. So I can't help falling in love with you. It's kind of a wooing song, I think. Oh, I know what got me thinking about this. There was an article in the New York Times that was really cool. I think it was this morning I saw it, where some musicologists, I guess ethnomusicologists, they went around the world and they were doing a big research project to try to understand the origins of music and song and where it comes from. And Darwin had one idea about it being an evolutionary thing, and someone else had some other idea about it. But check out the article. It's really cool in the New York Times. And so you can click through and listen to songs, very simple sort of folk songs or lullabies or that kind of thing from around the world, like a Japanese one and um, a Portuguese one from Brazil, um, and an Irish one, a Celtic song. And I didn't read the whole article. I listened to the clips. Um, it's a genetic thing. I don't read all the articles. So one of the ideas was that so that's the origin of what is it for? How did this thing that people do uniquely, humans do this? I guess birds sing, of course, so it's not unique, but there's something unique about the way humans put together sounds and words and created music, and the idea is that it has to do with wooing. It was all designed to woo. Woo. You got to go woo because there's a lot of creatures trying to woo, and you got to woo if you're going to get anywhere in your wooing efforts. You got to woo in song. New York Times, Blickett. The article was in the Times today. If you send me a message, I can send it to you, or Why don't I look it up right now? What the hell? New York Times. Woo. The wooing article. New York Times. Woo woo woo. I can't help falling in love with you. Woo. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for that wooing article. Maybe someone has it at the tip of their brain, at the tip of your neurocortex. Anyway, it's there in today's New York Times. Okay. Oh, so I was thinking about what are the other wooing songs in this book, this little Bible of mine. Oh, this is where it started. Hey, what's up, Harry? Woo woo. Page 145. Let's see what that is. This is an old one. This is from 1910. That last one was from like 1961. So we go back 50 years. 1910. Leo Friedman wrote this music. Leo Friedman. Leo! And the words are by Beth Slater Whitson. Beth Slater Whitson. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love. You know what? I boned up one of those chords. I screwed that. That was it. And I played this. I'm going to do that over. I want you to hear the beauty of that chord. I mean, God forbid the ghost of Leo Friedman comes down and strikes me with a bolt of, I don't know what. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. 1910. That's an old one. That's a real old one. Let me call you sweetheart. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Now this is wooing. This is subtle. This is subtle wooing. Thank you, Leslie. Thanks, Mary. La la la. Oh, Neurogeezer just dropped some interesting knowledge on us. Motley is a costume of clashing designs, and it was what court jesters wore so they could insult the king with impunity. Thus, Motley Fool. How interesting. The jester, the court jester, he would wear. Okay, I'm clashing designs. So here we have. Tonight's the Motley Show. Woot, woot, whoop, whoop. Da. I think that's the most beautiful. It's a very simple thing. It's from a G to a G diminished. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. So, I was saying subtle. This is the subtlest of wooing techniques because this, I was going to say Leo Friedman. He wrote the music. But let's talk about Beth Slater Whitson with the words. This is wooing. This wooer is being very subtle and very going with a real light touch. Because the request is, I have this other song in here where it's like, I want to get you on a slow boat to China. I want to get you on a boat to China. It's pretty aggressive. It's aggressive, bordering on a class C misdemeanor, possibly a felony. I'm going to abduct you on a boat. What is this guy asking for? He says, let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love. Let me call you sweetheart. That's all. He's asking for consent to even call her. I mean, this guy he's treading lightly with great respect. Yeah, Mary, you'd be right. You want to be careful on that boat. You could catch Legionnaire's disease for starters, E. coli from the buffet, and then any number of things from this guy who dragged you onto the boat. Newsflash from Leslie. The David Feldman Show will be live in several hours. Woo-ha! Yeehaw! Don't miss that. It's an incredible show. It's always an incredible show. Let me slide into your DMs. Saccharin myocardium. What is happening there? All right. That's like let me slide into your DMs. That would be like the modern lyrics for this 1910 song. Okay, let me take a moment to take a sip of decaf instant coffee with oat milk and plug the Movement Voter Project. The Movement Voter Project. Go to movement.vote. Movement.vote. www.movement.vote. That sounded like I said vote. It's a vote. Vote. Movement.vote. Would you please just go? Hey, don't make me come down there. No, don't make me say it again. Movement.vote. Let's try to save this democracy. The courts don't seem to be saving our democracy. Congress doesn't seem to be saving our democracy. It's down to us. It's down to me. The change has come. She's under my thumb. All right. Oh my God, the time. Time is just a wasting. So let me call you sweetheart. 1910. This is one of the oldest tunes. Well, I've done some opera, so that's a few hundred years old. But among the popular repertoire. Oh, I try to say the word repertoire every show. I got to say it just now. Among the popular repertoire. This is 1910. This song is 114 years old. That's an oldie. There's probably a few humans who are still with us who are as old as this song. It's interesting to look that up and see who the current oldest human is. Thank you, Neurogeezer. Voting, donating, and preaching. Yes, let's keep that going. So with the other wooing songs, there's Paper Moon. It's not exactly a wooing. It's sort of more of a love song. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody. That's again, it's not a wooing song. It's more just I'm happy to be with you. Love Gone Awry. Gone Awry sounds like a venereal situation. No, Gone Awry. Love Gone Awry. Also, Gone Awry sounds like a Yiddish word, like Chazarai. Anyway, Love Gone Awry is another category. Mr. Sandman. Oh, Mr. Sandman, I'm going to write down because that's going under my category of dreams, songs about dreaming. Mr. Sandman. Yeah, there's a lot of songs that are about dreaming. Anyway, Love Gone Awry, crazy. Crazy for being so lonely. I'm crazy. It's also, crazy could go under the breakup. The category of breakup. I have a category for rain and sun. Lots of sunshine songs. Optimism. Pennies from Heaven. Keep on the sunny side. Always on the sunny side. Nostalgia for places like I left my heart in San Francisco, which I love singing. And then Carolina. That's another. And then Danny Boy is sort of like pining for Ireland, I think. And then there's songs about being horny. Slow Boat to China, Shine On Harvest Moon, Walkin', what's that one? Walkin'. You know, they're not quite wooing songs. They're like horn dog songs. Oh, yeah, this one is funny. Gee, it's great after being out late, walking my baby back home. Arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking the baby back home. We go along, harmonizing in song, or I'm reciting a poem. Owls go by, owls. I know it always sounds like hours, but owls. Owls go by and they give me the eye. Walking, I like how he includes an owl. There's like a comic element. Suddenly there's an animal in the song getting involved. Patsy Cline had a big voice, yes. But isn't Crazy? I feel like it's a Willie Nelson song, is it? Then done by her. Hours go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and snuggles her head to my chest. We start into pet, and that's when I get her powder all over my vest. After I kinda straighten my tie, she has to borrow my comb. One kiss, then I continue again, walking my baby back home. Anyway, that's sort of one of those horn dog songs. Walking along, hanging out under a tree, under the moonlight, all of those songs go in a certain category. Well, here's a really old one. When is that from? Toot Toot Tootsie Goodbye. That's funny. That also has a team of 4 songwriters, including Gus Kahn, who we've heard a lot from. I don't know this song, but Toot Toot Tootsie Goodbye. Toot Toot Tootsie Don't Cry. Kiss me, Tootsie, and then do it over again. Do it over again. All right, I don't know that song. I'm going to learn that song because that's one of those ones you always hear about. But I feel like Toot Toot Tootsie Goodbye. It's about to climb back up the charts. It's been a few decades. It is Klein, not Klein, which spoils my little joke. Oh, Patsy Cline, Klein, right? Oh, Bill Bailey. Yeah, that's another one. All right, what did I want to say apart from? Oh, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to my amazing friend Steph Gould, who is an actor. I went and saw her in a terrific play. She gave a great performance up in Boston last 2 months ago. She just got her master's. She's a screenwriter. She's great. And today she hopped on a Zoom with me to do that Shakespeare audition. But long story short, I ended up deciding for various reasons, conflicts, etc., not to submit, which was sort of a rare occurrence. I think almost unprecedented, but nevertheless, Steph has been so great helping me with auditions. So thank you. I know she watches the show sometimes. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Oh, there's other songs about coming home. That's true. That is a theme. Under a Blanket of Blue. Oh, Jim's World is coming out with some great suggestions. Thank you, Jim's World 247. Oh, hailstone songs. That's funny. Yeah, weather songs. Rain, sun, sun, moon. Wait, what was the thing I was just about to say that I wanted to talk about? Ba 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 da 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 da. Man, I get distracted by the. Did you feel uncomfortable with the mean father role? Oh, that's funny. Mary, um, did I feel uncomfortable? No, not in the least. That was right up my alley. Like the emotional tone of that, I've played and I enjoy playing that sort of character. Someone whose hackles are up. Oh, that's incredible. Jim's World played the banjo in the Philadelphia Mummers String Band. That's awesome. Okay, I want to hear more about that. I want to hear some of your, if you have any recordings. I'm going to look you guys up. That's awesome. Um, no, it was more like conflicts with TV jobs and that kind of thing. Because to go do a theater job in another town, you're committed to just being away, and then that really forecloses a lot. Forecloses other the screen stuff that I've been focusing my attention on. What was the mean father role? Oh, that yeah, it was Capulet. Capulet. Um, Boy, I'm having one of those things right now where I had something that I wanted to discuss and it was right there on the tip of my tongue. And so I'm hoping it's going to just pop back in so I can share it with you. Give me a second here while I scratch my ear and it'll come to me. It's not coming to me, but it will. All right, I'm going to find one more song to play before we go into the old ways. Oh, also that Good Night, Irene. Irene, Good Night. I love that song. And that, Mary, that would really help. Yell out random phrases, and that should jog my memory. Yeah, that's a great idea. Um, Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. That is the shortest marriage in the history of song. Last Saturday night I got married. Now we're parted. That's like maybe 10 days they were married. I want to take another walk downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Oh, this goes into the dream category of songs. He's just dreaming about her because she's gone. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion. I have a great notion sometimes to jump into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Now, so here's what happened. This guy lost his wife in the space of a week or 10 days. And then he thinks sometimes he's going to just go jump in the river. And then in the third verse, things don't really turn around for him. He just starts dispensing wisdom. He's giving advice to other people, which I think that's a healthy thing to do. If you can't repair what's going on in here, then, why not dispense a little wisdom? Maybe someone else can use it. Stop rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family, sit down by the fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. All right. You're nobody till somebody loves you. Oh, that's a good one also. Yeah, that's in this book, I believe. Stop your gambling. Oh, the streets of Laredo. Okay, I'm going to go back through these comments later and write down a bunch of these tunes. And also, if you ever want to email me, um, if you want to email me suggestions for songs or anything for the show, please email me. It's ehbase@gmail.com. That's EH. Those are my initials. EH. Bass, like the instrument, or bass, like the fish. ehbass@gmail.com. So please be in touch. Don't be a stranger. Oh, I wanted to say one other thing. I hit an important milestone with this whole YouTube project. So a thank you to Leslie, a thank you to David for your encouragement. I hit the, that level of something that you got to get to in order to start doing some extra doodly doos. You can tell I really got into the weeds and read the fine print. But I passed some metric that allows me to do something. So that's exciting. So thank you all for watching. Hey, James, thank you. Yeah. I was talking earlier about how the shirt kind of clashed. Man. Oh, so one of the videos that I posted recently was my joke from my comedy special. If you want to watch my comedy special, please do. The comedy special is called Thug Thug Jew. It came out a few years ago. Thug Thug Jew, an hour of laughs. There's a joke on there about gun control, which is one of my favorite bits. We posted that on TikTok and YouTube, and it's gotten quite a bit of play and also a lot of comments because it's about gun control. So you can imagine some of the Looney Tunes, some of the let's say firearm enthusiasts are pushing back, even though it's a joke. It's a joke, so it's a weird place to get political. But anyway, in the comments of a joke. But anyway, please check that out. Hey, Blickett. Yes, David Feller was the way you found me. Thank you so much. Big thank you to David for helping me grow my audience. And as always, well, that sounds like we're going to do some Spanish dancing. But we're not. I'll be here at 9 always. Every night at 9 always. When you're out of wine, all day long been crying. I'll be here at 9 always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Every night at 6 if you're in LA. Otherwise it's 9 always. Well, it's 9. It's 9 on the East Coast, 6 on the West Coast, 3 p.m. in Hawaii, etc. 3 a.m. if you're in Stockholm, Sweden. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. And right when I end the show now, I'm going to remember what that thing was I wanted to say. I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to say it on tomorrow night's show. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. And I'm Ethan. Thank you for your eyes. Thank you for your ears. Thanks for being here. And please share this with anyone you think might enjoy it. All right, see you soon.